Hello and welcome to the D&K Podcast.
Something. I don't know. I'm trying
Alright,
to rhyme. It didn't work
hello
at all.
guys. In today's episode of the D&K Podcast, me and Kanan are going to be saying if we think the rookie is going to do good or the rookie is going to do bad next season. Now, we're not going to do every rookie. We're going to do the rookies that, to me, are most important teams.
The bigger names.
Yeah, the big names. So, offensive linemen will probably be mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're going to just put an X or a check of what we think. And, we're going to argue about it and then X or check. And then that's going to be the podcast for today. So, Kyler Murray, I think that's a check, right?
I think he's definitely a check.
I think he can go. He's going to be good.
He's a great mobile scrambler quarterback. He can throw well. He can run well. I think he's just an all-around excellent quarterback who's going to be good in this league for a long time. Check.
Nick Bosa, check, I think, right?
It's definitely a check.
Yeah.
He was dominant in his first year in San Fran last year.
Yeah.
He's going to be excellent.
You got an X Factor, man. If you get an X Factor in your rookie year.
That's saying something.
Quentin Williams. That's a little bit of a question.
I wish there was I'm gonna put some question marks for some of them because I think Quentin Williams, I think will be a middle tier type of player for the rest of his career because he doesn't pop out to me. It doesn't seem like he'll be a bust either.
All right.
Sort of
put a question.
Like a Sheldon Rankins.
Yeah.
He'll be a Sheldon Rankins.
Clinton Farrell, I think he's gonna be X.
Oh,
I think
this was a bad pick, honestly. Even back then, it was considered a bad pick. Oh wait, my bad. You're controlling it. Oh, whatever. He's double X'd.
Yeah. Devin White, I think it's a check. I think he'll be a little better.
He will be
Not
really
much
good,
better, but I think he's gonna get a little better.
Yes.
Daniel Jones.
We're not discussing these players enough. We're just going through and stating our opinions. We got to give some reasons for the opinions.
We kind of got a reason for
okay, we're gonna reason. Farrell, he just didn't play well.
Yeah, he didn't play at all.
Honestly, he just didn't play well.
Devin White played okay.
He's pretty good. I think he's gonna continue to develop.
Daniel Jones, I'm gonna say a check, right? Because he's gonna get a little better, not too much. He's gonna be like a franchise.
First disagreement. I think he's more of
He has to get better though. There's no way he can get worse. Kind of.
He had so many fumbles. I just don't see him being a star quarterback.
Yeah,
I just honestly don't. He could be a middle tier. He could be a Ryan Fitzpatrick type of guy. That's how I see him. I think he'll be a Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Josh Allen, I think will get better because think about wait, Matt, he's not gonna get as much playing time on
Josh
the
Allen.
Chase
Josh Allen.
They might double rush.
Josh Allen is a yes. He is a great mobile quarterback. He can make plays. I honestly think he's going to be good. You look at his rookie year, and he has really just.
Wait, are you checking?
You can see his improvement. You can just see his improvement through gameplay. Yeah, and he's going to continue to improve.
He's a check.
I see him being a franchise quarterback. What do you think?
Who, Josh Allen?
Yeah.
It's the linebacker. Look at that. No, he's still gonna be good.
Can we start the podcast?
No, we're
good.
And
not put that in?
We're good.
Okay. Why is there two Josh Allens? It makes it so confusing. But my reasoning.
TJ Hawkinson.
I was wondering why I was in the 2019 draft, but Allen still for me is going to be pretty good. He played well last year. I still love him.
Hawkinson, I think he's gonna get. I think X. I don't think he's gonna go off.
I'd put him as a question mark, honestly, because I think he'll be a middle tier. I think it might be like a Jimmy Graham type player. So I'll give him a question mark.
I agree. Ed Oliver, we're gonna skip over him because he's lineman. Not really.
No, he's a defensive lineman. Yeah. And honestly, I think he's an X. He was out of Houston. He was the top rated defensive lineman. He didn't do much last year. I just don't see him being a big time playmaker. I'm gonna mark him as an X.
Okay.
I did not place that X very well. There we go.
Devin Bush, I say check because he's fast. He's probably one of the best linebackers in the league.
He is already one of the best linebackers in the league as a rookie. Check him off. Boing.
Jonah Williams, offensive lineman. We're not going to talk about him right now.
Yeah. Rashawn Gary.
I think at X. I don't really see much of him.
Yeah, he just wasn't really like a big he wasn't really a big name. He didn't really do much last year.
Christian Wilkins and Aaron Lyman. And same with Chris.
Oh, Wilkins. I know about Wilkins. He was okay last year.
Oh,
honestly,
yeah.
he wasn't great.
I know who he is.
You remember now? Okay, he was okay last year. I can see him continuing to improve. I think honestly he will.
Actually, I do know who he is.
I think he'll be good. I think he personally is going to be good. What do you think?
Because
that's just my personal
opinion. And I think he will get better too. I want to go ahead and take it back. I don't know who they are.
Okay, let's just.
Chris Lindstrom, I don't know who you are.
Oh, he's a guard. He played really well this year. I honestly do think he's going to be a check and a franchise guard.
I'll agree with you with the check.
Dwayne Haskins. Oh gosh.
I don't. He doesn't have anybody to throw to. He has an okay offensive line, but
he's bad.
Not in here anymore. Brian Burns and lineman, I don't know much about. You know anything?
Yeah, he played really well last year for the Panthers. I honestly think he's going to be a really good linebacker for the years to come. For like a Josh Allen. Not the quarterback.
Okay.
The linebacker this time. I think they will grow to be the same like caliber of player.
You can mark a check on that.
Yeah.
Dexter Lawrence. I don't really see much of him.
We didn't see much of him. I'm gonna put a question mark. He wasn't really on the field that much.
Garrett
honestly.
Bradbury. I don't really know much about you.
Oh, he played really well last year as a center.
They didn't allow much sacks. They didn't allow much sacks.
Mhm.
So
yeah. I'm gonna check them.
Jeffrey Simmons. I am gonna say an X.
I'm gonna say X too. Honestly, he just didn't play well enough to make. You didn't really like see him. He was just like in the background. It's not what you want for him for fourth.
Noah Fant.
First rounder.
Check.
He's definitely a check. He's a really good tight end.
You know a lot about Darnell Savage. I don't really know.
Darnell Savage is, in my opinion, one of the best free safeties in the league, honestly. He is an absolute monster. He can pass rush. He can play coverage. I'm marking that as a check. Darnell Savage is going to be very, very good for very, very many years.
Do you know any about these tackles?
Tackles, Andre Dillard, I don't, and Titus Howard, I know a little bit, but I'm just going to put question marks for both of them.
Okay.
Because, like I said, I'm sorry, guys, we don't know much about offensive line.
Okay.
This isn't an offensive line podcast. One day we might do that.
Josh Jacobs, yes.
Josh Jacobs,
he was a bit.
Yes.
He is just.
He was in my He was on my fantasy football team. He was like.
He's like his best player because
he was a stud last year.
Antonio Brown.
And honestly, I picked Antonio Brown. Don't mention that. I picked him over Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook went off, and Antonio Brown.
Marquise Brown for me for a few weeks.
Josh Jacobs played really well last year. He's an excellent power back. Not the speediest, but, power back. Actually, like a Mark Ingram type of player, except I do believe he has more upside. So Marquise I'm going to definitely check him. Marquise Brown, he's going to be basically just like a slightly younger Tyreek Hill. He's going to be he's just basically a speed team. He's like Hardman
and Hill.
Fantasy
football team. I think I started him the first week and had 35 of them.
Oh, yeah, you had him, and then he just didn't really do much after that.
He didn't transform into anything.
But Marquise is going to be good. I'm biased because a lot of these guys I think are really good, like Kyler Murray and Josh Jacobs and Marquise Brown. They're on my Madden Ultimate team, so I'm kind of biased towards them.
Montez Sweat, I think played decent.
Yeah, I think he's going to be really good. He's an excellent pass rusher. I think, honestly, that's a check for him. Jonathan Abram, we didn't see much of him, honestly. Okay. I think, honestly, he is a question mark. We didn't see much of him last year. But, he could blossom. But, like, the guys that we didn't see much of last year, like Dexter Lawrence, Jonathan Abram, we're putting question marks because they just didn't really, like, pop out, but they weren't terrible either.
Same thing with Jerry Tillery and LJ Collier. They didn't really do much, I don't think.
Jared Tillery played good, and Collier played okay. So, Tillery, actually no, they both played just okay.
The question marks.
Honestly, they're high upside defensive linemen, and I think they will be good down the road, but there's just not enough evidence to support said theory. So we're putting question marks on.
DeAndre Baker, I think he's gonna be good next year. I think he's gonna be decent.
No, he wasn't good.
Much playing time. I'm thinking check.
No.
I think he's gonna get a little better.
He's not.
He's a rookie, and they got rid of Norris Jenkins late in the
year. How about we do this? We disagree. I think Baker's gonna be bad. You think he's gonna be good? Oh wait, no, my bad. I put another.
I can put X. So.
There we go.
Okay.
He's check and
Bill
X.
McGarry. The Falcons' offensive line was decent last year.
Yeah, I think we'll be good for years to come. Yeah. So we're gonna check a mark of that.
I don't think N'Keal Harry's gonna go well. There's no quarterback.
No, he did nothing last year. He's not gonna do anything without Brady. But that was just really not a good.
The thing was move. That he has no quarterback this year. So, all right, let's go ahead and do the drawings and go to round 2 because round 2's got to get interesting.
Wait, I have an idea. Name your top 3 players you think are going to be the best throughout their careers out of this entire round. Any position.
Wait, who what?
The top 3 players who you think are going to have the greatest careers out of this first round.
Top 3 players? I think are going to be Josh Jacobs, Nick Bosa, and Kyler Murray.
Devin Bush, Darnell Savage, Nick Bosa.
Okay, well, we agree on 1.
And Jacobs, too, but I said 3.
Yeah.
Murray, he's awesome, but he's just a little less certain than the others.
Murphy. I don't really
Byron Murphy. We didn't see much of him. We're going to go over just the big names.
Before we get to so we're going to say X for him, Murphy?
How about we just go over the bigger names because we don't really know who Byron Murphy or Greg Little is. Rocky Ya-Sin. That's a no. He was picked before LSU cornerback Greedy Williams, and Ya-Sin really didn't do much last year, honestly. So
now there's somebody 2 picks down that.
Deebo Samuel.
Oh, might have put
that. He played outstanding this year for a receiver.
He won me my fantasy football league.
He played late in the year. He went off. He played outstanding for a San Francisco team that really lacked a good receiver, and he kind of stepped into that role. And with Emmanuel Sanders gone, he's going to get more playing time. I think he's going to be check.
Drew Lock, I think, is a check.
Drew Lock, yes. This was someone I didn't think was going to be great whenever he was drafted, but you put him in for Joe Flacco, and he played surprisingly well. He surprised everyone out of Missouri, so I'm definitely going to put a check by him. He is their franchise quarterback.
Greedy Williams, I think, is a check as well.
Okay. I'm biased towards this because we're LSU fans. So we kind of have to put a check by this. Sorry, we're biased.
The rest of the Saints fans.
Also biased. Okay, but and all unbiased. He played really well for a center last year. He had a few bad games toward the end. But most of the year, he was very solid, very sturdy. And I honestly think he's a check.
Yeah. Irv Smith.
Question. He didn't even get on the field last year.
He did a little bit.
Not really. He's stuck behind Kyle Rudolph for years to come, and he's not doing anything.
A.J. Brown's I think a check.
Definitely. He played excellent last year for a Titans team that really did need a receiver. So
Miles Sanders, I think, is an X. I don't think he's going to get better.
Yeah, he's not going to be as good as he was hyped up to be. Honestly, he's not great.
Nicole Hardman.
Yes.
I already know.
He's not good.
He's fast.
He's not a jump ball player. He's not a vertical player. He's not a West Coast player. He has one element, and that element is called speed. And it's very useful in the NFL. You haven't figured that out already. So he's going to be good.
I think Archie Whiteside's an X.
I want to put him as a question mark because we haven't just seen enough of him. I think he's underrated. He hasn't been given enough time to develop.
Paris Campbell. You know a little bit about him, right?
Yeah, Campbell, he played well last year. Honestly, he didn't get a lot of snaps, but I think he will continue to improve. So I'm just gonna put a check by Kim. Taylor Rapp
more players
and
left
Andy
that I think we should mention. One is Andy Isabella.
I want to mention Taylor Rapp. I want to put a check by him because he played well last year. Honestly, I think he's going to continue to improve.
Okay. Then now I have 2 more players.
Mm-hmm.
I say Andy Isabella is gonna get better with. Yeah, I think he will. I mean, he got a little bit of playing time last year.
He got like nothing last year. Let's just put a question mark by him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the last one, which is the last pick of the second round, we already know.
That is just. I can't. It won't let me.
It won't let
anything. Oh, here we go. D&K Metcalf, the freak of nature.
All right, guys. Well, that's gonna be the end of this podcast. Go check out all our other podcasts. Thank you for like all the views and things that y'all are doing for this channel. And I'll see y'all guys in the next podcast.